Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for your webinar for Clinical Critical Care, your online programme. Joining me this morning, we have Natalia Jonsson-Skradol, who is your administrator for the programme. And she's going to talk a little bit about your programme, the overview of it, and then at the end we'll ask her some questions that she'll be able to answer. And anyone that doesn't have access to this Zoom webinar, we've got it recorded, and we'll forward that on to any attendees that couldn't make it this morning. So Natalia, if you wouldn't mind just giving us an overview of the programme.
Yes, thank you. So Clinical Critical Care is a master's program taught completely online. Usually students take 3 years to complete it. So there is a range of courses. Some of them are 10 credit courses, some of them are 20 credit courses. And for the master students at the end, there is a dissertation. Some of the courses, they will be taken in the first year of their studies. Some of the courses will come in the second year. And then the dissertation will be written in the third year of their studies under the supervision of their assigned dissertation supervisor, depending on the topic. There is always an option for the students, whoever chooses to do so, to apply or exit with a postgraduate certificate or a postgraduate diploma, that is not to do the dissertation and to take fewer courses in consultation with the program lead and their advisor. So all these can be arranged. There are multiple options for that. And we have a detailed overview of all the courses. If anybody's interested, they can just email us and we will provide detailed information on every course.
So I'll just ask some questions then that maybe would be helpful to students joining with us. So, for example, how many hours per week are estimated for the course into maybe reading, lectures, classes, assignments?
Well, it's we have usually we assign 1 day to lectures, online lectures, tutorials, classes. It does not necessarily have to be a whole day. It can be a few hours, but there will also be options for the students to view this at their convenience, maybe not necessarily on the actual day, though this again will need to be discussed with the program lead, because some of the events do require live participation of all the participants. In addition to that, there will be lectures by guest presenters. They usually also take place on the day assigned for the teaching. But of course, much of the teaching will be happening independently. So depending on whether a particular course is 10 or 20 credits, the students will be expected to dedicate a certain amount of hours to independent study, and they will be guided by their supervisor, by their advisor of studies, on how and what and where they can best learn and how they can best organize their time.
What support is there for people who are hard of hearing while studying online?
Well, we work closely with our digital education team, who have a range of services and digital tools for people who are hard of hearing or who have problems, for example, with their sight, or who are dyslexic. Any type of special requirements, we can definitely accommodate that, because our digital education colleagues check all our material for suitability for a range of these needs. So this can definitely be taken into consideration, and it will automatically when we prepare our materials.
Is there any group work involved? Is it online group work at all, or no? Is it just down to the individual and individual study?
Could you repeat the question? Sorry, the sound was funny.
Is there much group work involved at all, or is it just does it come down to individual study?
It's mostly individual study, but there are group interactions online, both live and on the forum, because our team, our program team, attributes a great importance to the students' well-being, and one of the clinical teaching fellows specializes in well-being seminars for students and staff. There will be a lot of interaction for those who feel that they learn better and more with others. So there will always be an opportunity to either log in and participate in an event live, or else to participate in discussions on the program's forum.
Assessments, are they done throughout the year, or are they just at the end of the year?
They are done throughout the year. There will be formative and summative assessments. Formative assessments are not graded. They're just a preparation for the summative, the graded assessments for a particular course. If the students are interested in having more details about what the assessments for a particular course are, we can easily provide this information. Sometimes this will be written essays, sometimes these will be presentations, sometimes these will be online quizzes. A range of assessment items will be presented again if somebody is unsure of their ability to cope with a particular item of assessment. Then they should just let us know, and we will respond.
I think that's all the questions that we have for the moment. Thank you very much for your time, Natalia. And if you can just let people know what would be the best email address to contact yourself as the administrator if they have any more questions.
Yes, well, definitely. If they just go online and Google Glasgow University Clinical Critical Care, there will be an email address for our program, which is regularly monitored. We usually respond on the same day, and we try to provide the most complete information available to all our students concerning all their questions. So please do write to me. That's it.
Zoom webinar for today. Thank you.
Thank you.